Greetings. My name is I Am Quartet, and the road to 2K starts now. To help us reach our goal, subscribe. Thank you! Like, share, and comment on all videos. Play the video until the end, even if you're not watching it. This helps YouTube recommend our channel. Oh! What's up, everybody? It's your boy, I am Quartet.
Tyler, the greatest me.
Check this out.
Wants to violate a 15-year-old.
No, I'm asking a question. She's a
She
child.
bumped into me when I
So
was
if she did something wrong, she needs to apologize. If she did
This
something
ignorant
wrong,
woman
If
bumped
she
into a
didn't
15-year-old,
apologize, right? Correct?
and you're on camera.
Okay.
You're feeling threatened.
Okay, well, go in.
No, Mom.
I got this.
You're blocking me from getting in my car.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. You're ignorant.
Go ahead, call them. No, we will, but you're not going to sit there and violate a 15-year-old.
She's ignorant.
Do it. Do it. Go ahead. Do it. I want you to do something.
She's very ignorant.
Yeah, I said it. You say something, I'll beat your Oh,
You-
I will. Do something. Please put your hands up.
Do something.
Please.
Who the do you think you guys
Who
are?
do you
Who
think
do
you
your
are?
wife think you are?
You're calling her
you-
name?
yeah,
She
you-
did nothing to
Yeah,
you.
I
she
didn't.
apologize.
I
Go ahead,
didn't.
Kayla.
No, you didn't. You're very racist and ignorant.
You're racist because you're calling
No,
her
you
name.
bumped it. She bumped into me.
Why would you bump into
You
her?
cannot just
Why
walk
would
around
you
calling
bump her?
white
Why
people
would you bump her?
racist. This is not that
Why
type
would
of
you
world.
bump her?
White people
Why
are
would you
racist.
bump her?
No one's
Why
racist.
would you bump her?
I
Why
care
did you
about
say
you.
sorry?
I care
Why
about
did you say
you,
sorry?
and I'm sorry if you've
Why
had an
did you say
incident
sorry?
that has made
If you
someone
bumped
make
into
you
her,
feel
why
like
did you
that.
say sorry?
No one is racist.
If you didn't do
I'm
anything, why
sorry
did
if
you
you
do that?
had something like that happen.
Ignorant. Ignorant. Very. Mom, watch.
Get the away from me.
You gonna get on her face.
You gotta get on my
It's like she walked to the back of the car.
Get the
away. Get the
Are
away.
you gonna hit? You gonna shoot me?
Get the away.
Oh.
Call the cops right now. Call them.
Oh.
Call the cops.
Get the away.
Call the cops.
Get away.
She got the gun on me.
Call
He
them now.
with the car. Call them. I'm telling.
Call the cops.
Get the license plate.
Get.
Get the license plate now. Cause you were never about to hit me with the damn
Don't
car.
you
Hit me with the car. Both of y'all put the guns on me.
Yeah.
Okay? Call Richard back up here, the police. Call Richard back up here now. I got it.
Don't you jump behind my
No,
car.
I ain't jumping on your car. What
Don't
you
you-
doing?
Mom, stop moving. Stop, Mom.
I don't know what mom thinking of. This the part where
You got all this on video? Yes.
Call the police. No.
Mom, stop walking.
Hello, police. Call the police. Can you come back to your call the police? Call the police.
They pulled the gun out on her.
These white people, they're so racist. They pulled a gun on my mama, both of them. It was a white lady and a white man. Yeah, I got it. They pulled a gun out. Yes.
That's my biggest fear, man. Because everybody is a social advocate now, and everything is turning into a racist situation, and the energy that they have for these situations is pretty volatile. I'm just talking about as a black person now, and I'm not talking about whether the situation is right or wrong. My biggest fear is that, like, because everybody's heightened awareness, and we got this aim to call out racism, that everything will always be kind of aggressive. Like, I know that probably don't make sense to you.
It makes sense.
You being a collegiate man.
Yeah. My problem is watching this video. I'm sure there was multiple times, but there was one distinct time where it was pretty much over with, man.
Yeah.
You know, screaming, yelling, they're leaving. Then the black lady is behind the vehicle.
She definitely walked back there.
Now, she did, and she maybe was writing down the tags or filming the tags, but then she got angry because they were still backing up, and she hit the vehicle with her hands physically. Boom.
Boom.
And started screaming. That's when it went from it wasn't down to 0 yet. We'll say it went from 25
to 1,000.
Yeah, man,
It's a
it blew
million.
it off the cap, and that's when the problem is the way that woman drew out that gun and pretty much, man, cocked it back that quick, man, and pointed it at an individual over something where she knew they was unarmed. They are unarmed. Because obviously, if they was already that angry, that would have already taken place. And she took out her own personal weapon on unarmed black people and pointed it.
They gonna get off.
And then screamed and yelled when she realized she's wrong. And the funny thing, she backed away from the vehicle. She didn't back towards her vehicle no more. She's backing away from the vehicle saying, "Get away from me." You got the gun and you telling someone to get away from you. The girl now is scared. You hear her voice. She's telling her mama, stop.
Yeah.
You don't even see her mama follow the woman no more.
She told her, don't move. What you said earlier about when keeping it real goes wrong?
Yeah, man.
Ooh, this right here is. See,
And it all starts with bumping a 15-year-old girl who's a child, and you just think you can get away with it. Or you say, well, I know I got my gun in the van.
I'm gonna get deep for 5 seconds.
Please.
Right? This is the part where like when you even if you're not in the wrong, you just say, my bad, I'm sorry, just to keep the peace. Right? That's what a lot of people don't like about Christians, because they say we got too many cheeks. I want to take this opportunity to let you know the reason why, like, that's the mentality. So here's the thing, though, man. We got a lot of cheeks.
Hey, man, I used to have a saying, man. What kind of rug are you? You know how they say you're a rug? People walk all over you. I'd be like, what kind of rug are you? A plush rug? A commercial rug? What kind of rug are you? There's a thin line, man.
Look at it.
I tell you, there's a thin line.
Let your podcast bring out the worst in you. Oh yeah.
There's a thin line, man, between, being nice, man, and letting someone take advantage of you.
Come on, stop, man.
You be like, wait a minute, that's that line. You crossed it.
This is the second week
No
in a
more
row.
cheeks. No more cheeks. I'm cheekless. Cheekless.
Yo, you been on fire since we did about the protesters. I'm not condoning the violence, but I understand. Who are you on fire? All I'm saying is,
hey man, someone need to get them shirts made too, cheekless, something like that. Like, you know what this means.
yo, she cocked that weapon back like she was a professional.
Yo, the way she was holding it, man, I thought she was an undercover police officer.
Yeah. Yo, I was gonna say that though. I wasn't gonna say undercover. I said, man, like she might have been a police officer.
Yeah,
so.
man. Or maybe she was military.
Nah, I'm gonna go.
She jumped out the vehicle, man. She didn't even flash it sitting in the vehicle. She actually got out of the vehicle with the gun. You know what that means? That means when she rolled at that window when they was leaving, she literally reached for the gun already. She rolled to the window, reached for the gun, and said, hey, it's about to get dangerous.
She had a genius moment where she was like, if something happens, I'm gonna be like, we love you. Like, you remember she was telling it, we love you. She was having
when they was leaving and she was saying all that?
Yeah, but when they had rolled it down before she rolled the window back up.
Yeah, I remember that speech she gave. I'm sorry this happened to you. She literally said, I'm sorry this happened to you.
See what I'm saying? Like,
bye.
but here, the thing about it, man, bruh, we ain't talking about no fight.
No.
Now, this could have been a fight. Now, this would have been a good fight now.
Yeah, but it won't go into that.
It wasn't.
Well, when they say you don't bring fists to a gunfight.
Come on, man. And then the dude, he was like, this the part right here. I looked at this man like this. He had to say something. Because if he ain't say nothing, she was going to be like.
She was going to tell him up in the car?
Oh, man. He had to say something.
He would have got the gun put out on him instead.
Yeah. Yo, man. That just escalated quick.
He didn't want to say that. At first, he was silent, right? He stood there.
He was like, man, let's just get in a car.
Why can't this be over with? Why did we choose this restaurant?
Now I'm going to tell you.
Why you bumped that girl?
They've been charged with a felony. Guess what?
You think?
They'll get off.
You think they'll get off?
They'll get off.
Like no time?
They'll get off. They might get some
probation?
They might get
a fine?
a fine.
How much?
What cost?
What was that? What was that fine you about to say? 20 what? Oh, you talking about probation?
Yeah, 24 months maybe.
24 months? That's
Maybe.
2 years?
Maybe.
That ain't bad.
Maybe.
I mean, I think what happened was when she pulled out a gun, maybe she thought they was gonna run, man. But you know, they didn't run. Not saying because they might have been in shock, man. Because I would have been in shock, man. I don't know if any of y'all ever had a gun pulled out on you, but it's a shocking moment. You know, you think about it like
It is a shocking.
oh snap, you freeze up like this.
This how I know. Man, in the middle round, put a gun on me. I'm sorry.
But what happened was, as soon as she pulled out the gun, the mother started recording herself. There's another camera view of what happened, man. It's the mother's camera view.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah, but
Ain't that
the
terrible?
mother must have had a gun put on her before, though, because she was past the freezing, season up moment.
Yeah,
She was still talking. You gonna pull a gun on me?
like this happened to me every week.
Now, the daughter, this was her first time. You could tell, Mama,
Stop moving, mama. Stop moving. I promise God, man, lady done put a weapon out.
that woman was fast. She jumped out the car with the weapon, pointed it and cocked it back, and pointed it at the woman.
This goes to prove that she don't got no hands.
Then when
She can't fight.
man, listen, when she
can't
bought
fight.
the gun, it's because she probably got the hands, and she was like, "This ain't gonna work.
She quick with.
This ain't gonna work. I need something to solve the situation." I was like, "But just get a firearm, honey."
You remember that video of that girl in Atlanta where the security guard told her to leave, and she won't leave, and he pulled that taser out.
Gotcha, yeah.
That would.
She would have been better off with a taser, man. She should have got a taser. Why'd she go for the firearm? That firearm wasn't meant for her protection. It was meant for black people.
Yo, man, with black people, the word felony is like kryptonite.
It is.
So you be like the end, like that's how you be thinking.
You think about the end of your life. How many years am I getting when I'm getting a maximum? I'm not getting the minimum federal penalty.
That's how you know the world. That's how you know the world ain't equal. We ain't equal. We already thinking about maximum.
Yeah, like man, I'm gonna get out when I'm 70.
No black man go like, well, I'm just gonna get 2 years. Nigga be like, I'll be 87 by the time I get out.
Yeah, you be like, man, while I'm in there, bring more charges up on me. Add on to this, man. I'll never see the light of day.
That dude took an L though.
He did?
Cause he ain't had no choice. He like, if I don't say nothing, she gonna give me the business. And then he was like, what he said to him, he said, it's women. He said, like, in one instance, I'm gonna be outnumbered, but if I go ahead and say something, I save face, and I might get
he could at
some
least
loving
say,
tonight.
Leave her alone, please. She had a rough day. I don't know. Instead, he had to cuss back with his lavender
He
shirt.
wasn't even good at cussing.
You know why? Because he didn't want to do it. You can tell when someone wants and does not want to do something, man. This man just wanted to go.
Yo,
He was already a nice-sized fella. Me being a nice-sized fella, I know the man loved to eat, man.
yeah.
The man went there to enjoy himself, eat some food, and instead his wife had to bump a little girl and couldn't say excuse me or sorry. If she would have just said those two words, I'm sorry, my bad or something, none of this would have happened. That girl would have never went and told her mama. They never would have went out there. They never would have had this whole I'm sorry. You realize how much the word I'm sorry can diffuse a situation?
I know
She's the grown person.
I know you don't want to hear it, cheeks.
Cheekless. Someone needs to go ahead and write, I had enough. Cheekless.
Somebody gonna do it after they see this.
There is, man.
They already monopoly. Let me stop. Hey man, this dude,
The woman put out a gun. Go on though, man.
that gun is
And when she realized it won't work, and she started screaming, back away from me! Back away from me!
I was like, man, this lady.
Put out a gun, man.
And the way I ain't gonna lie, the way she was moving, do like she had some training. She was like, I was like, man, this lady is to turn into a specialist.
Yeah, man. Or this ain't the first time she really put it out on someone,
That's
man.
terrible. That lady, she just, I don't know. I just keep, don't move, mama. That's all I keep hearing in my head. Like, oh man.
It was. How many black people was outside, man? It looked like 4 or 3 ladies, man.
I think I seen 3.
Did it look like they had one of them things on their head? It didn't look like they had one of them.
What was that? A rap?
Yeah, or something like that.
We just came from Brooklyn Heights. You feel me? Hey man, black people, we just do what we do, man.
Hey man, why did she put it out so easily though, man? She jumped out the vehicle. She didn't have to jump out the vehicle. They could have stayed in the vehicle.
You know why? Because they want to be like, everybody's so fearful, man.
And what if she would have popped off and hit her?
It'd have been over.
It would have been passed over.
It'd have been over.
And I'm sure her husband had that conversation in the van. When she got back in, he probably was like, what was you thinking?
They all over. Look, and this is the funny part we never think about. They all over the internet.
Yeah, man.
We never think about that.
And they're in a public parking lot at a restaurant. You know, everyone in the restaurant probably seen what was happening too. The manager probably was at the door.
It was a couple of days. Man, they got a gun outside.
Just like that. Like, yo, you seeing this? Hey, they might have even ducked inside the restaurant. They know, oh, snap.
Look, and I think the article was like, this is a suburban neighborhood. They ain't used to this type of ruckus in the suburbs, man. They're like, let's go fishing. The lady got a gun out here. These folk done take it over the neighborhood. We got to move.
Yo, man, she jumped out the vehicle with the gun. She just jumped out with the gun, man, and cocked it back. When she cocked it, that means it was already, there's a bullet in the chamber, man. She's ready to use it, man.
I just wish, it sucks because, again, we talked about this previous couple episodes ago, about like how Martin Luther King had to show how ugly America actually is. So now, the people that's normally when you walk by and they hit the lock, the people that's in their car and they see the black, see, now we're working on them. This is what this is. This is the couple that when they drive up and they see protests, like, oh Lord, they protesting. And then the next they be like, we white privilege. They the type to go, all lives matter. You know, that's the kind of couple they is. Now they done pull the weapon out. They ain't gonna even blow it. They used to blow at the protests. Now they gonna go the other way. They don't want another incident.
Hey,
they scared. I believe they scared.
Hey, man, I do that move all the time. To lock the door.
Come on, man.
But it ain't on black people. It's usually on the white homeless people that sometimes be there, man.
Come on, man.
And when I'm in the car with my woman,
yeah,
she be like, you know they heard that. And I be like, I don't care. He looks suspicious. Not only that, man.
Come on, man.
When white people look suspicious, I do it to them too, man. When they kind of young, you know what I'm saying? They look like they'll try something. I be like, man, lock.
So, do you think they're gonna get charged on the next episode?
I think they're gonna get charged. I know they is, but I think they might. I don't know, man.
They gonna find a way to make what's a misdemeanor?
The husband's gonna get away. His wife, man, she's gonna pay, man. I ain't gonna say she's gonna pay the max, but she's actually gonna pay. Sorry, she has to be that white woman. Matter of fact, not sorry. I'm cheekless. She has to be that example, man. She did this in the wrong era and the wrong time. Nah, you're going to have to be made an example of.
You think her husband is actually relieved?
That she's getting charged?
She about to be up out of there. It's about to be a brand new me.
He probably, is holding down everything. So, yeah, he good. I mean, he can now eat without someone judging him, man. Without telling him, yo, get a salad this time. Now my man can get like 2 rack of ribs, you know what I'm saying, a steak, some potatoes. You know how they be watching what you got to do better. Now my man can just go all out. Buffets galore.
Like that.
Buffet for breakfast, buffet for lunch, buffet for dinner. My man inviting the boys over. They be like, yo, man, you been having all kinds of parties over here, man.
COVID eat parties.
Karen is locked up, bro. She going to be locked up for maybe 6 months. So I get to have cardiac arrest for at least 3 times. Because when she get out, it's going to be trouble. Man, when she get out, she going to act like she been locked up for years. Man, she going to be bullying him, punching him around, slapping him, telling him this is what it was in the pen. And she ain't even served no hard time. This is what it was like in the pen. She going to come out with cornrows in. She gonna have a Black Lives Matter shirt on then.
Culture appropriation. We don't want it. As always, don't forget to hit the subscription button. Hit that bell. My name is Iron Quartet.
I'm Todd Out of Greatest Me.
See you when we see you.
See ya.